I'm here to talk with you briefly about my experiences with COVID-19. I came down with the COVID-19 March 29th of 2020, and it was the worst feeling I've ever had. If anyone has ever been really sick, it's been one of the worst experiences I've ever been through.
You know, I had my bout with COVID. It was in July, and essentially just said to myself that I didn't want to have a round two with COVID. You know, it affected me. You know, I was pretty sick for about 3 days when I contracted the virus, and when the vaccine became available for us, it just, you know, I just felt like I wanted to be part of the solution and not, you know, add to the problem anymore as far as spreading the virus.
I had COVID in the end of November, beginning of December, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. I had the symptoms that everyone heard about on the news. I lost taste, lost smell. I had a fever. I felt like crap for 2 weeks. And luckily I didn't have, you know, the experience of being in a hospital or anything worse. But after going through that, I didn't want to go through it again. So when the opportunity presented itself, I jumped on taking the vaccine.
I've been vaccinated. I received the first dose and no symptoms, everything was fine, and then that's as well as the second dose. So I was totally fine. So for those who are worried about what's going to happen after you receive the dose, for the most part, many people, it's been fine.
Well, I decided to take the vaccine because I don't want to catch COVID. First of all, I don't want to pass it on to my friends or family or coworkers.
And as far as when I, you know, from taking the vaccine, you know, I experienced mild side effects from the first shot. It affected me more from the first shot than the second shot.
When I had the first dose of the vaccine, I didn't have any issues. The second one, I felt a little fatigued. I had a mild fever. It lasted for a day, and that was it. That was beginning of February, and since then I haven't had any issues. Didn't grow an extra arm or leg or anything else. I'm fine.
And also, I just want to talk about the stigma. I know with some people there's a stigma around the vaccine, receiving the vaccine because of things that have happened in the past. But on a personal note, I just want to let you know, this past year I have lost 7 close friends that I miss dearly. And I often wonder that maybe my friends might still be alive today if we had the vaccine around the time of the pandemic about a year ago.
I know you have some people who are worried about possible side effects and those sorts of things. My experience, the side effects were fairly minor. My shoulder hurt. You know, it was a pretty serious amount of shoulder pain that first shot. The second shot had a few body aches, you know, a few little minor symptoms, but nothing major. And you know, I went on the first day that the vaccine was available. I felt it was important to, you know, get out there and do it as fast as possible, mostly to set an example for my staff.
I chose to get the vaccine. I haven't seen my parents in over a year since the isolation started. Once I'm fully vaccinated, once my wife is fully vaccinated, once my parents are fully vaccinated, we're all going to get together and just enjoy family again. It'll be nice to get back to the usual of what we were doing.
I've decided to take the COVID vaccine to make sure the country as well as the rest of the world can get back on track and to make sure we get our herd immunity so that this won't happen again in the future.
And you know, I'm always available if anybody wants to ask me my experience with COVID, because I experienced that firsthand, and my experience with taking the vaccine. So I'm tired of wearing these masks. I'm tired of, you know, socially distancing. And I want to just get back to some sense of normalcy. So, you know, I just think that we need to take these steps in order to get to that point.
I don't want to have it. I want this whole thing to be over. So I'm doing everything I can to to protect myself and to protect my family.
Wouldn't it be nice if you get the vaccine to be able, after a year, to be able to hug your mother, your father, your daughter, your son, your friends, and even your significant others? So I just want to leave everybody with this. Haven't we suffered enough physically and mentally?
I have an issue with the vaccine, but eventually I think I am going to take the vaccination shot. So I'll encourage anyone who is up in the air, who is contemplating whether to take the shot. If you have not had COVID-19, I think it's the best move to make, because if you catch it, it's not a definite chance that you're going to beat it. As you know, a lot of people have passed due to the COVID-19. And so I would advise anyone who have had COVID-19 to take the vaccination shots. Go ahead and take it. I think that's the best move.
Get vaccinated.